Welcome to Gladly Strutting. Shoes, fashion, pre-loved shoes, pre-loved fashion, pre-loved shoes.
Yes, good evening. Today's video is on a pair of shoes that I think you're not ready for. These are a pair of Tom Ford heels. Don't be expecting a padlock strappy sandal, okay? Even the pump. I was interested in the pump for a little bit, but these took me by surprise. I didn't know these existed until I saw them, and then impulsively, it was like out of my control. I had to get them. Anyway. You can see them, right? You can see, oh, can you see the sparkle? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm already carried away. Anyway, yeah, this is a review of these wonderful shoes by Tom Ford. I don't know what they're called. I just know that they're amazing. Okay, before I get too carried away, I'm going to start a new little segment in my shoe review videos or my sit down videos where I get to show you shoes that I haven't shown you in a while that I still love. So it's kind of like I haven't forgotten about you. I still love you. You're still part of the family. Yeah, so for this week, I had two. I couldn't decide. And actually, these two, they were part of 5 pairs of shoes that I bought from one person on eBay. How many years ago? I remember I was still in uni. So that's at least like 6-7 years ago when I didn't have money. When I would get some money, I would spend it. I think I spent 5 pairs of shoes in one go from one person on eBay. So I spent all the money that I'd worked for. Yeah, for these shoes, no regrets whatsoever. So these are Christian Louboutin Bella sandal. These are a Charlotte Olympia pump. Yep, I don't know the technical name, but these are both absolutely gorgeous. And I still have, fun fact, all those 5 pairs of shoes from that seller. They're like my day ones. I think these were some of my first designer shoes, and I still have every single pair. They're just amazing to me. They're sentimental. They all still fit. They all work well. They're comfortable enough. Yeah, love. So shoe of the week. Couldn't decide between both of these. Okay, back to the review. I'll try show you how the shoe looks without having the strap all wrapped up. So open toe wedge. It counts as a wedge. Okay, no heel, no back. It's like a crisscross at the front, and then you tie it all the way around your legs. I'm sure you'll see a try on at some point. But there's a bit of velvet here, black velvet, and then the detailing over there. And this is all black velvet. And this, if you can see, I'm trying to come as close as I can. So the brown is crystals, the black is actually sequins, and the yellow gold is crystals. So I think it's meant to be leopard. You tell me. I'm not an animal print girly, but I love these for the sparkle, the detail, just the uniqueness of the shoe. Absolutely incredible. And the quality of this as well, by the way, no issues whatsoever, no catching, no issues with any of these crystals and the sequins. There's no pulling, there's nothing. Even the velvet looks fantastic. No issues. Actually, I'm getting carried away. I bought these shoes from not the Real. I was going to say that the only reason that I thought of the Real is that in the last couple of weeks I've been seeing on the Real for some reason, no complaints here, but there's been like an influx of amazing, wonderful Tom Ford shoes. I did like a reel on Instagram showing like all the shoes that I could see, and I was like, please somebody get these for me. Absolutely incredible. But these are the pairs that I do have. The pair that I do have. I think I saw on that reel a pair that had silver instead of the gold here. So these were actually from Vestia Collective. These were ridiculously expensive. I'm letting you know now. Could have, put that money into an installment for the mortgage. You move on with life. Every time you're like, oh gosh, okay, we're working on, getting married. We're working on getting a house. And then when you get the house, you're like working on paying off the house for the next 30 years. So everything becomes relative to that. Instead of buying shoes, I should have put more to the mortgage. But anyway, I got the shoes and they will last longer than the mortgage. So, don't show my husband this. No regrets. So these were completely impulsive. I saw them. I didn't know they existed. I really didn't know. I've only known the padlocks, like sandal and pump, and the one with like a conish heel, also velvet, gorgeous. I love those shoes as well. There's designs that I do know that are like popular from Tom Ford, but I hadn't seen this anywhere. And as soon as I saw it, I could not, like, I couldn't think of anything else. And the type of person that I am, who is impulsive, given my shoe collection, behind me you can see some of the shoes, some of my bags, some of my boots in the boxes, but in front of me, where you can't see behind you, is a whole shoe shelf with shoes in the original boxes. So, and this is me having gotten rid of like 50 plus pairs of shoes, and given some to my sister as well. So this is me having narrowed down. So yes, you can say I am impulsive. I was very impulsive with these. So what I tend to do is, now that I know myself, is I give myself 24 hours between my purchases. If I am obsessed, if I love it and I can't stop thinking about it, because my memory is that bad, I will forget. Usually the 24 hours works well because I would have forgotten the thing. And then I remember 3 months later. And then I go, okay, that wasn't all that needed. But these were stuck, absolutely stuck. I was having like, not the anxiety is not the word, but I was worried that these shoes were gonna go, and I was counting down. I was like, it's been 23 hours, they're still there. Okay, 24 hours, and I got these shoes. I could not get them. I think I've said that before. I think I was gonna say like I couldn't live without these, and I am so sure that I've said that about a whole lot of other shoes that I can see in front of me, and that might be behind me. Okay, she is true to her word. She is obsessed with shoes, but at least like now we have a collection that I can just sit in this room, try on the shoes, which is exactly what I've done. Try on the shoes and just be happy with the collection that I have. There's a few things on the wish list, but the wish list is getting smaller and smaller and more niche and harder to find, fun enough. But we're working our way to really like getting a curation of shoes that we're absolutely obsessed with. And I reckon I'll still be obsessed with these in 20 years time, and I'll still be able to walk in these in 20 years time. I told you they're gonna last longer than my mortgage. Anyway, I've already got carried away. These, if I hadn't said, they're size 39, which is interesting because I don't have any other Tom Fords. Yeah, I don't have any other Tom Ford shoes in my collection. So when I'm trialing out, or when I'm getting a first pair of something and I haven't had it before, I tend to go for 39.5 because of my wide ass feet. If you're new here, hello. If you're not new here, you know about my wide feet. So I always have to kind of adjust. If I haven't tried a shoe style or brand, I tend to go 39.5. And sometimes, most of the time it works out. Every time I've done a 40, it's been too big. And sometimes when I've done a 39, it's been too small, too tight, usually on the too tight side of things. So these were 39, and I didn't wait around to really think about it. I didn't see them in a 39.5, and I was not going to let them pass me by. I already told you, I was not going to let these pass me by. Actually, it worked out well because it is so open. My foot sits comfortably. The width, what's called, this is not the width, the length is perfectly fine. The width, of course, you can probably see from the sides, my foot is a bit wide, but my foot is like that in every single pair of shoes. So it's not a problem for me. It's for other people who are looking, if they have issues, continue having issues. So these fit perfect in a 39, which was amazing. I was surprised by. I was very grateful for. Absolutely incredible. I've been talking for a long time. Let me whiz through. So size 39, perfect size for this particular shoe. I still reckon with some other designs from Tom Ford, that would be a 39.5. But let's say the padlock sandals, I would probably be a 39 because it's quite open. You can adjust. And my foot isn't that long. Okay, my phone is telling me to stop talking, so I'll try whiz through. Quality, I had already hinted at before, absolutely amazing. There was no issues whatsoever with any of this. Mind you that I hadn't actually worn them all that much. Still brilliant. I'm still gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Comfort, given I haven't worn them much, this is all sort of precautionary. I haven't said that word in a while. I would still say probably like an 8.5 out of 10. They've been super comfortable, no issues whatsoever. So I anticipate that maybe after a couple of hours walking around in these, they're a bit steep. Maybe there might be a bit of pinching somewhere, something not sitting quite right. But yeah, so far 8.5 out of 10, but to be fair, it's actually really more like a 9 out of 10 every time I've worn them inside. So really amazing. Styling, these gotta be standing out. So you could do it like black dress. This, you don't need to see this dress, you've seen it a million times. It works with every single pair of shoes that I have, but it's been overworn. So yes, it can work with that, but I would just say keep the shoes the star. They can't be anything other than the star. I hope I've covered everything because my phone is really telling me to go. But thanks for watching. Yeah, this is the Tom Ford, I was going to call it sandal wedge, whatever this is. An absolute impulse that has been the best impulse decision I've made. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye.